Welcome back. With campaign season being in full swing, the New Mexico Secretary of State's office has launched a program to help combat misinformation. Some of their main focus points are the potential risks associated with artificial intelligence, deep fakes, and the ability to manipulate election information by malicious actors. To tell us more about the program and how you can prevent being misinformed, we are joined by the Director of Communications for the New Mexico Secretary of State's office, Alex Curtis. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. Thanks
Welcome
for having
back.
me.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. This is such an important subject of conversation right now. Are New Mexicans concerned about AI disinformation, especially when it comes to election season?
Sure, yes. I think election administrators and New Mexicans in general, I think, are concerned about misinformation about voting and elections in general. And particularly for election administrators, we are concerned about the way that AI can be used to kind of ramp up and misinform voters in a lot of different ways. And so we're really just out here to remind people to just approach things, information that they see online or kind of anywhere that has to do with voting, elections, or the campaigns with a little bit of a healthy skepticism, and to make sure that they seek out trusted sources of election information. And really we want that to be your county clerk's office, the Secretary of State's office. These are where you're going to get the most updated and accurate information about the election and voting.
Now, how does AI-generated content manipulate those images, audio, and the videos that we often see?
Sure. So I think most people are probably familiar with deep fakes. So that's probably the thing that that people have encountered or at least seen online. That's what's really concerning to us as election administrators. If someone is cloning someone's voice or impersonating a celebrity or elected official and giving out false or misleading information about the election. We haven't had any instances of this in New Mexico, thankfully, during this cycle, but there's only 19 days left in the election, and this is the time when things really ramp up. So we really just want to emphasize to people, seek out trusted sources of information, be skeptical if you see things online that might be created using AI tools, and we have a resource page at the Secretary of State's office, sos.nm.gov/AI, where people can go to learn a little bit more about how to just protect themselves from misleading information, and we encourage people to use that resource page and just stay a little bit skeptical about voting and election information in these last weeks.
Now, if a voter should see one of these deep fake videos or ads that we're talking about right now, what should they do if those are encountered?
Sure. So the best thing to do is to report it either to the county clerk or right to the Secretary of State's office, where I am. We have an email set up. It's elections@sos.nm.gov, and that's a great way to report it to our office, just so we know what's out there and that we can push back with true, accurate, up-to-date information if this misleading information is circulating out there in New Mexico.
And as we mentioned, this is something that's kind of top priority for you guys at the moment. Where can people get more information if they're interested in learning more about this campaign or what to look out for?
Exactly, yeah. So go to sos.nm.gov/AI, and that's our main resource page. And then you can also get to the main Secretary of State's site there as well, with lots of information for voters as we approach Election Day on November 5th.
Alex, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.